your email address?
So what do I do next?
You will wait the police to contact you.
Do you realize that this is the only job that I have and the only source of income that I have in Finland, and I have lots of bills to pay?
Yes. Yes, we understand. But you're not allowed to drive taxi right now. Thank you.
Goodbye. A lot of times people will threaten to call the police even though you haven't done anything wrong. So how am I sure that the customers are talking to the police? I ask them to give me the phone, that I want to speak with the police that they are speaking with, so that there can be an understanding. They refused to give me the phone. They were speaking in an unknown language. I guess the language is Swedish. I like Swedish language, and the only word I can speak in Swedish is a song. I don't know any other word in Swedish. So they refused to give me the phone. Then I took my other phone and called the police and explained what happened to the police. The police asked me to stop at the nearest convenient place to stop. On the highway. We're on the highway while these customers were asking me to stop on the highway. I couldn't stop on the highway because it's not safe. So I stopped at the nearest, the safest bus stop in Turku, close to Manhattan shopping complex. So I stopped there, and the customers that have involved the police in this matter, they just came out of the car and ran away. So I decided to cut my losses. I called the police before I made a decision. I called the police and told them that the people that have called the police now, they ran away. They didn't wait for the police. And now I'm trying to cut my losses. I'm trying to go back to work and try to get some customers because it was holiday period. The police said okay, that if I was okay, the emergency center people said okay. If I was okay, I can go back to work. The next thing that I'm hearing is that a number was calling me. So I guess it was police. So I picked up the call. They asked me where I was from. Where I was, rather. They asked me where I was, and I told them that I was in a place in front of a restaurant in Turku. I mentioned the name of the restaurant to them. They asked me to stop there. They came without making any investigations at all, without asking for my opinion or without asking for making any thorough investigation. They seized my license, my work license, my taxi license, and that is not something that is normally done in Finland. It cannot be done because a police cannot make a decision without making an investigation. The only time a police can make a decision is if the person is under intoxication, and I was not under intoxication. The customers had told them whatever they told them, and let's not forget that these customers had lied to me. Let's not forget that these customers had threatened me that they were going to do something to me. The police took my work away for several days, and I had a lot of bills to pay. I still do. I couldn't make it to the court because I don't have money to hire another lawyer. My lawyer said he cannot make it to the court because of similar other cases like this. I have been attacked, I have been slapped, and yet they will still be saying that I am guilty and things like that. So I guess my lawyer has gotten to a point where he's irritated by all these type of cases where people will violate me and then we'll get to the court of law, and then the court of law would be making decisions later, several months later, that I am guilty. I've been accused of fraud. I've been accused of many things that I am innocent of, that I am not guilty of. So I guess my lawyer has gotten to a point where he's irritated, and hiring a lawyer in Finland is not cheap. To get a private lawyer, it costs a significant amount of money. And I have just not long ago stopped hiring a lawyer who has deceived me for 3 years and siphoned a lot of money, and yet he's still using his influence in Finland to cause more problems for me. He sends people to me to disrupt my business, and I believe that these people also have probably been sent to disrupt my business and disrupt my focus also from him. I refuse to go to the court because if my lawyer has decided that he won't go to the courtroom, what can I do by myself? When they would get their lawyers and be there and keep accusing me, I have no educational degree in law. I can't defend myself in a court of law, and I don't have money to hire another lawyer. And now they are telling me that I am guilty of criminal deprivation of liberty. Do they know what criminal deprivation of liberty is? Criminal deprivation of liberty is when you take someone and lock them in a place and start asking their family for money. That's a criminal deprivation of liberty. The other case, some people are accusing me of stealing their crate of beer. I don't drink. They are accusing me of stealing their crate of beer. They were also customers. They came into my car. They paid me, and after they paid, they started acting like they wanted to fight, like they are not happy with the payment that they made. And to avoid it, I just drove away. Thankfully, they had paid and they were outside of the car, so I drove away. So because they had paid and the information of my company can be found on the card, so they could Google the name of my company and find my number there. They called me and said they left some things in the boot, and I was on my way to pick up other customers. So I told them that if I cancel on the customers that are waiting for me at the place that I am going to, they would have to pay me for driving back just as a trip, because now I'm going to lose money to bring back their bag, and that's what we do here. They agreed. By the time I got there again, he started acting like, I asked him to promise me that he wasn't going to be violent towards me. He said he promises. And then I drove there. I got there, he started behaving violently again. So I just drove away. That he has my number. That whenever he's probably intoxicated, whenever he's sober, he will call me and I will bring back his goods to him. Again, he started threatening me with the police. I said he can call the police. If the police calls me, I would go and meet the police. Later on, the police called me, like sometime. I kept the bag in my store. Later on, the police called me and said that, and questioned me about all these things. I explained everything to them. They said I should bring the bag to the police station. I carried the bag to the police station. I didn't even open it. I don't know what's inside it. I returned the bag to the police. Then later I'm getting papers from a prosecutor that I'm invited for a case of criminal deprivation of liberty and embezzlement. And the embezzlement is to the terms of some people that left their crate of beer in my car that have been found guilty of a bag that I returned to the police and money that I wasn't paid for. The same people that accused me of criminal deprivation of liberty, I reported them to the Finnish police. The prosecutor said that my own report will not be taken into consideration. That's what the prosecutor paper said, that they will not prosecute for me. They will only prosecute for the people that are accusing me of criminal deprivation of liberty. And this is not the first time this type of behavior has been happening to me. Just weeks before that time, I got an accident to my hand. Someone broke my hand, broke things in my car, smashed my car, took my property, and since that time till now, nothing has been done about that. But I am innocent, and they want to find a way to just pick up big names of crimes and say I did it and ask me to keep paying money. The industry that I'm making money from the most right now is the taxi industry, and it's not good. and yet they want to still keep asking me to pay people money. People that refuse to pay for their transport fare. They refuse to pay for their transportation. I should keep paying them money, and they want to put it in my record that I am guilty of criminal deprivation of liberty. That is, do they know what that sounds like? Criminal deprivation of liberty. I'm making this video because all these things is tiring. It happens every day. Every single day, something must happen. I've been harassed on a daily basis, on a hourly basis by someone. I've reported the person to the police and nothing has been done about that. I get daily irritations and nothing has been done about that. I'm tired. My family is tired because I call my family all the time to report all these things to them, and they are tired. We don't know what to do because the police are supposed to be the one to protect me. The judges are supposed to be the one to protect me, and they are the ones victimizing me. So I don't know what else to do than to come on the internet and start posting all these things.